I used to be scared of dogs. I love dogs, all kinds of dogs. My favourite type are Staffies, Pit Bulls and Akitas. Street Staffies, misunderstood Pit Bulls. Big squashed face, half bare looking and generally awe-inspiring Akitas. Monoliths, shake the earth as they strut. I used to be scared of dogs, I'm not anymore, not now. It's like a small victory against an oppressor. Mastering the sword they used to strike you with, turning the reins onto them, embracing the thing that once struck fear into your heart.
I'm staring into the centre of a circle. It's a camera lens. Maybe you're on the other side, and perhaps together we share a space. Wonky is a middle-aged man who's become disillusioned and alienated with modern life. He feels everybody's become disconnected since the answer phone and the ensuing digital age. Conversations were not held in real time anymore. Wonky's search for the centre of a circle will involve me wearing a quite naturalistic looking clown nose.
Most mornings I woke up was the beginning of a great investigation on A, how I got there, B, what I'd done, C, who was this person next to me. In my teenage years, the blackouts were mild. I woke up in bushes, in the middle of roundabouts, on empty trains, in empty stations, in baths without water, in suburban gardens, in cars that didn't belong to me. As the years went on, my blackouts became longer and more adventurous. I came to in different towns, in strange beds with strange people. I came to in skips with no shoes on and other people's trousers. I came to in public toilets with men, confused and with many, many questions.
Hello, my name's Beck Appleby. This is a one-woman show called Oh Mary, based on the true life story of Mary Bryant, who was a highway robber, convict, mother, maritime adventurer. My name's Mary. I got hair like a storm. Look, I'm going to kiss you, William Bryant, and the smell of rope and tar, a beer and sweat. And they're all gathered together in their best bloody bonnets where people being entertained by jugglers and fire eaters.
It smelled like turpentine and looked like Indian ink. I held my nose, I closed my eyes, I took a drink. Love Potion Number 9 by The Searchers. It's one of my favourite songs. I've decided to get a tattoo of a bottle with the number 9 on it. Simple, nothing pretty or ornate. In celebration. It's day 3 of my second community detox. I've taken my morning dose of Librium and drank 3 miniatures of Smirnoff and 1 small bottle of Glyn's from the shop next to the tattooist. I'm congratulating myself on successfully regaining control over my drinking.
And then our third show, which we're developing at the moment, is called Utility Function. And the other 2 shows were devised with brilliant teams. But this time we're working with a writer, Marietta Kirkbride, and she has been working with Aaron Parsons, the director, me as composer, sound designer, a puppet maker, theatre maker called Tom McDonough, and a designer called Ruby Spencer Pugh. And we've been working together to kind of develop this story, which is about artificial intelligence and about the creativity, and can artificial intelligence be truly creative? It's a story of a band who go to a remote recording studio to finish their second album. And the studio becomes a collaborator because it is an AI. It's an algorithm that becomes creative. And as the band struggle with the album, the AI gets more and more kind of sophisticated. And I won't tell you the story because I want you to come and see it. But we're hoping to create some music, like a sort of concept album that we can then dismantle and write the story of the band writing the music. So it's an interesting challenge.
An allium head, it's called. And I watched it take shape. My allium heads. They were the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Round, like a sphere, but it's hard to describe. Like an explosion frozen in time. And all this from a little spring onion. They turn out to be more beautiful than any painting you'll ever see in a gallery, and more complicated than anything we could ever come up with.